We here in the Pacific Northwest are not used to seeing the sun, so when it shines in our faces, we get very upset. So we have a busy day ahead of us with the painting that we're planning on doing. Before we get our day started, we wanted to get us some coffee just to get us some energy to get through the day. It's almost 11 o'clock, so we took some time to get cleaned up after the long day we had yesterday. And Dan and I spent the little bit of time that we had while Rory and Luna were still asleep this morning deciding on Rory's birthday. His birthday is February 11th. It's January... what day is it? January 13th, isn't it? It's January 13th. Rory's birthday is February 11th, so the clock's ticking on getting his birthday figured out. He's going to be 3 years old. Not as huge of a deal as when he turned 1, but we still want to make it special for him and let our relatives celebrate for his birthday with us. So we decided that we're going to try going to a local arcade that we have in town, and we need to check out the arcade, and we need to get invitations and possibly buy some decorations for Rory's birthday. So that's what we need to get done today. We want to try to do this as quickly as possible so that we can head home and start painting. But I need to get those invitations in the mail because it's less than a month from now that this party's going to happen. So we need to get the invitations out so people can plan accordingly. That is my main focus for today. We think this might be a really cool place to have a birthday party. So we just want to make sure that it's decent and they have good games and that they have enough space for us. We're probably only going to be about 15 of us, but we just want to make sure it's a good spot to have the party before we call them and book it. So we're going to check it out and possibly play a few games with Rory.
Yes!
That's hot. God. Isn't that the Starbucks that always heats it up to like 180?
The other one always does it to me.
Yes!
We'll get you some juice in a minute, okay? So I'm not going to make this and do a whole video. I'm just going to add it into this vlog. I'm going to try out the cinnamon shortbread latte. I've been waiting to try it out so that I could film it. I've had the cinnamon dolce latte throughout the years. It's one of my favorite drinks, so I'm expecting this to taste good. I don't know how close to cinnamon dolce it's going to be, but it says here, rich espresso with buttery vanilla shortbread sauce topped with a dusting of cinnamon and nutmeg. It's shortbread made sippable. So there's the picture of it on the Starbucks app. I think that the barista oversteamed the milk because it's very, very hot. But let's give this a try. So it has you can see the nutmeg and cinnamon on top. It has some good foam on it, so that's a good sign. Yeah, the foam's good. I think the shots are sitting right on top because it's very bitter. I'm getting a way to stir it. It's not as good as the cinnamon dolce latte. It's still good. It's very spicy. It's got a lot of the spices to it, but the cinnamon dolce latte has this kind of sweet, warm taste to it, and that is missing here. I don't really taste the shortbread. Between this and the cinnamon dolce latte, I would get the cinnamon dolce latte. But I'll drink it. It's still good.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Rory, get back over here. So we're here at Party City. We're here to get stuff for Rory's birthday party.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Get Spider-Man's house. Did you get it?
Which one?
That one.
This?
No, that one.
This?
Okay.
You want yo-yos.
Captain America's hat. I'll leave it on for a second. I want to get a picture.
On Spider-Man?
Smile.
Whoa, look! What's that?
It's a surprise egg.
I guess.
That's our Spider-Man! The Spider-Man! Bye-bye! Whoa! Spider-Man toys!
Yeah.
Whoa!
If we need a bucket, we have a Spider-Man.
Spider-Man bucket?
What about that tablecloth? How much is it?
What about these?
Yeah, I want to look over there. See what they have.
There's this one. This one.
There's your Spider-Man,
I think this would be a little. Because not everyone knows who all the Spider-Man are, you know.
Spider-Man blue!
This have extra Spider-Man.
Oh my gosh. Blue, Mama. Balloon. The balloon.
Helper.
Balloon. Find the bucket.
We are leaving Party City. We have most of the supplies that we need. We just need to come back and order balloons. So we're back from planning Rory's birthday party. We booked the arcade for the party. We got the invitations in the mail and we've been home for about an hour prepping the living room for paint. We're at the stage now where we're just about ready to start taping. We got most of the toys out. I just have a few tiny little toys for her to keep her entertained. We're just about ready to do this thing, so I'll just show you really quick what we did and then I'll keep you updated along the way. Dan's been living in this corner for the past hour. He's been just taking off the switch plate covers, picking up all this is where Rory loved to throw his toys or any random thing. He would throw it back behind the love seat. So it took quite a while for Dan to clean all of this stuff out.
Find it. Find it,
Rory
Mama.
wants his chocolate because he went potty.
I want some chocolate. Chocolate. Good.
Want one of these?
Give.
So as I was saying, Dan just finished up with that little project and I've been picking up all of the little clutter that has come from that. I've also been working on getting this area all cleaned out because this is where we kept the toys on those two shelves, and then we cleared the books off the shelves and cleared out Luna's rocker. So we just have a couple of lamps and a couple of shelves to take out of here. And I'm just kind of keeping Luna entertained over here. Couple of toys, typical. She has all of her toys and then a few of Rory's, and she chooses Rory's toys to play with. That's what Luna's been doing for the past month or so. And Rory's just kind of everywhere. Dan put on the Lego Avengers special on Netflix. That's kind of keeping Rory entertained for the moment. Yep, it's a disaster.
Yep, I'm not gonna do this. Didn't trust it when I saw it in the store.
So if you guys are wondering,
Gave it a shot.
those don't work. Unless we're doing it wrong, but it seems pretty idiot-proof. Well, that worked that time. What was different?
I just clipped it on the inside rather than inside the rim.
Okay, so if you get one of these, make sure you clip it on the inside of the can, not on the outer rim. So we've reached a pause in what we're doing here. Dan has painted around the edges of most of this corner, and he is just about ready to start rolling. The goal is to get this corner done so that we can move the TV, because we want to get the TV moved first. So I just finished taping. I taped everything, and then Dan helped me tape a little bit at the end there. And then of course he taped the ceiling. We lost our rolling pan from when we painted the deck last year, so we were just improvising. I made sure we picked up a liner so that we would have a clean thing to put the paint in. I had forgotten that we threw out the pan, so it's a good thing we picked up the liner, because otherwise I don't know what we would do. And then we're just kind of improvising with a cardboard box here. So Dan's gonna start rolling, and our little samples are gonna go bye-bye. I taped this whole window because we need this part painted too to get the TV in this corner. But I'm gonna continue down this wall, I think, and taping around these windows. That's gonna keep me preoccupied for a while. I would rather be painting, but someone has to do the taping. And Rory and Luna are just hanging out on the couch, staying out of trouble hopefully. They're watching PJ Masks now, so Luna's being very cute. Finally get a chance to paint.
How do you like this paint? First thoughts?
I like it.
What's your strategy here?
Paint. Make it look good.
How are you gonna do that?
Be thorough.
You're gonna do it like a girl?
Be thorough.
Oh, be thorough.
Don't miss any spots.
Is that a quote?
No.
Be thorough, don't miss any spots.
Yeah. I'm painting myself into a corner. I just wanted to say that. We are almost done with our project for tonight. We have 2 sections to paint. This wall here, we're gonna paint tonight. I've done the corner of it, so I think the first thing I'm gonna do is put the lamp, the big lamp that you see over there, is gonna live in that corner now. We need that lamp because it's our main source of light. So we're down to 1 lamp because we had to unplug that one to get the TV hooked up. So we need the light, and we're gonna plug that in first, and then I'm gonna finish this wall up. And then Dan is just taping the rest of the window up there so that we can finish with that wall. And then we will have 2.5 walls done, because we will have this wall done, that wall done, and then half of this wall. So we've got the corner done. We just need to do this side next time, and then we need to do this upper part here. We were debating on this wall because this section here is the beige, and then they put a line, the previous owners put a line across it and made this section green. You can see where touch-up work was done. I think that we're just going to end up painting this wall gray. We still need to talk about it one more time before we plunge into that. We're just not sure where to cut it off because we want this wall to be gray, as a part of it already is, but it's just like, where do you stop? That must have been the predicament the previous owners had, so they stopped it here, but I'm just not sure. I don't really care for this toothpaste green anyways, so we will probably end up just going gray all the way down. We'll see what ends up happening the next couple days, but we're just gonna wrap these two walls up for today and then we'll be done. And we're gonna move the couch and the love seat over here. The living room. We're just doing a few little things. It's a piece of wood. Oh, you're just gonna go for it. I would just take a. Okay.
Break it. There we go. Let's break it.
Okay. All that's really left for the parts that we've already painted is just taking a fine brush and getting the edges. There's just a few little spots that need to be fixed up because of the tape that we used to protect the wood. A few little tiny white spots here and there. Dan is just getting the very last of the painting. Been working on going back through and getting the tape off as we go. So we're trying to make it easier on ourselves.
We just have to move furniture.
And then we're going to move the furniture.
And we're going to go to sleep.
We're leaving this project at a good spot where if several days go by before we can pick back up on it again, it won't be that big of a deal.
Well, these are cool. Pushing against my legs.
On the way, and the bells hang by down.
Dang it.
Hurts. Stop. Yay! Is that all the tape?